That's the biggest lie I've heard in my life, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, I have never been rejected by a
That
man.
is wild.
You never, so
That
can I,
is wild.
so can I ask you a question? Can you get any man you want?
Pretty much, yes.
So
I
could you,
can.
That is wild.
could you get Drake right now? Would Drake look at you and go for
Of
you?
course. Of course, yes.
Yeah, she's I don't even think that's her in the DP. I think it's just
I can't take her seriously, bro.
it's pure cap.
I can't even entertain that, bro. Everyone tap the screen to 120 likes or I won't add anyone else in.
Bro, that is wild. The illusion's crazy out here, bro.
You know,
I've never been rejected, you know.
Yeah, everyone tap the screen to 120 and add someone else in. If it's not
Bro, she
120,
was like that. She was fine in secondary school, in college, in uni. She was fine all the way, bro.
yeah,
Never been rejected. That is wild.
yeah. Everyone tap the screen to 120. Then we add someone else in their life. But yeah, Ari, you know what it is, right? You know why I think a lot of pretty women struggle to get men? Because I think a lot of men find it easier to go for a woman that they deem less attractive. Does that make sense to you, bro?
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
it's
But
like,
pretty women do it all the time. They go for ugly guys or some pretty women fatting up their husbands so they can't run around. People do it all the time.
yeah, because it's like a psychological thing, isn't it? I think a lot of men would rather go for something that's easier and more peaceful, because a lot of men know that pretty woman's drama. Pretty woman is a lot of drama, because if a woman's exceptionally very pretty, very beautiful, she's a woman that's going to get a lot of attention everywhere she goes. And a lot of men can't handle that attention that pretty woman get. So instead of handling all that chaos and drama, they'd rather go for one that's maybe a 5 or 6 out of 10, that's more average looking, than someone that's more like an 8 or 9 out of 10. And that doesn't make it seem that a man's insecure. It's just that I think a lot of pretty women comes with a lot of headache. Me personally, I like a pretty woman, right? But I think you have to know how to handle them and handle the psychology of them, because I think a lot of pretty women, they're over pedestalized. They're put in a pedestal all the time. And I think the reason why a lot of women struggle, the reason why a lot of men struggle to find a pretty woman, right, is because the reason why a lot of pretty women struggle to find a handsome guy or guy that has a lot of money, because a lot of pretty women stereotypically have a lot of expectations.
Yeah, but the thing about it is that they overvalue themselves. You can't.
Right. Yeah.
You cannot base just you looking good as everything. So a guy might have to have this and that and that and that, and a woman equate looking good to the value of that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. And the thing about it, anyway, if pretty women struggle, it's a loss for them. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them don't get approached. You know what I mean? You dress up, you have your BBL, you do your hair, no one's approaching you. But you still do it every day. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, guys are shook to approach you because they don't want to get rejected. Because if he gets rejected by a pretty woman, he has to look in the mirror the next day. Well, you're not getting approached anyway. So people only approaching you on Instagram or on socials because it's easier.
But you know what a lot of it is, bro? I think a lot of actually pretty women have a lot of bad attitude, you know? And that's why I think a lot of men don't approach. Because I think, like, the other day, right, I must have held the door for a woman, right? Because she had a heavy bag on her, innit? And the way she was acting, her whole energy towards it was like kind of like I was trying to move to her. And this is the reason why I don't like to hold the door for women if they got heavy bags. I do it because I'm a man. I don't like to see women carrying heavy things. But it's almost like you can't even go and ask a girl for directions without her thinking of trying to move to her. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
so sure. I think a lot of guys now, I'm very cautious around very pretty girls, because a lot of them, they're used to getting guys chasing after them. So it's like you can't even say, hi, how's your day, without just trying to be a nice, friendly person. And instead they think you're trying to move to them. So that's why I think a lot of men, they're very standoffish. They're very standoffish around pretty women, because women don't help themselves. Women don't help themselves. Not saying every woman's like this, but a lot of women have that attitude. It's called main character syndrome. You think everyone's looking at you. You think everyone likes you. See one difference, Ari, right, with a handsome guy and an attractive woman. A handsome guy knows not every woman finds him handsome, but a pretty woman thinks every man finds her attractive. If a woman's pretty, she thinks everyone finds her attractive.
You don't really find guys being mean and rude, right? Like if you get a good looking guy and he's walking down the street, maybe he's like 6'5", he's good looking, and a woman comes up to him and says, "Oh, you look nice." He'll smile. You know what I mean? Even if she's hurt, he'll smile and be friendly and keep it moving. But you can't do the other way around. It can't work like that.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, a good looking guy can walk around, women can come compliment him, talk to him. He'll be nice and friendly. You try to have a good looking woman, you're crazy.
Right. Right.
You know what I
100%.
mean? So it's like they have this thing. I need to be rude to protect myself.
Yeah.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't have to be rude.
But a lot of it's a coping mechanism, innit? A lot of it is just, it's a facade. Because more unattractive women get approached by an attractive woman. If anything, there's studies behind it. A lot of attractive women are very lonely, bro. A lot of them don't get much dates. Because a lot of them center their life around social media, likes and follows and clicks and repost videos. That's what they that's what they center themselves around. A lot of them don't get a lot of guys approach them in real life. So I think a lot of pretty women have this image like, I'm bougie, I don't need no man. But a lot of them need men the most. Because they act like they don't need men, but they want men to approach them.
Yeah, but the problem is it don't last anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
That's the problem. It don't last, man. It don't last. It's gonna fade.
Facts.
Fade, man. It don't last. Who's this anyway? Who's this person?
What are you saying?